Welcome to the Nether Region podcast. He has never had a conversation with a woman. Here's Ian Hamilton.
Hi. That is so mean this week. I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton. And I'm here with my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Very demure.
Who forces me to podcast and interview the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all, improv comedy. I mean, if you're in the audience of the wrong show, it is hell.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've been to way more bad improv shows than good improv shows.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate it so much.
Okay. Fair enough.
When it's great, but it almost never is.
Yeah. You're a really good, auteur for that, right? You're a good judge of character.
Yeah.
That word was correct. That was the correct use of that word.
Auteur and judge of character. I mean, there's a lot of auteurs out there that have turned out to be really bad characters themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Judges of character.
Sure.
You know? I mean, are you going to be an auteur and, write and direct and star in your own film and then also cast someone that's really difficult to work with, but you're like,
yeah,
they're a genius.
Maybe I will, Ian.
They're a genius.
Doing this podcast with you does feel like what it's like to work with Ed Norton. You're a real big diva. Everyone thinks you're real cool, but you're a real big diva. A lot of demands.
That's really unexpected from Edward Norton, you know?
Is it?
I don't know. He just seems like he'd be more down to earth than I guess he is. He seems intense. I get that.
Uh-huh.
But I think he'd let more slide than I guess he does.
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know him personally. But, you know.
That doesn't surprise me.
No. I'm also not. I'm also.
You don't need to lead with that you don't know Edward Norton personally. I think that comes across.
I should add that into the intro. I'm failed comedian Ian Hamilton. I've never met Edward Norton.
Right.
I've never met Jack Nicholson.
Yep.
I have met James Franco.
They've all got us. Well, you're just batting 1,000 there, Ian. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Ian went to the school of James Franco.
I did. I was in his classes, and the LA Times reached out to me. But that's all in the past, Art.
That's not all that reached out.
I'm dead now. That was in my living life.
That's true. And the roast today was that you've never spoken to a woman, which is not true because you were married in your real life.
I was. And
somehow,
I did
against all odds
life insurance. So that was probably an issue. I mean, I know that my family on Earth is really fighting to see who has to pay my debts.
Yeah.
Right now. My estate is in shambles, obviously.
You could call it that.
Yeah. I mean, part of when you're tormenting me every week, you do let me see through your little seeing.
My scrying orb.
Scrying orb?
Yeah.
And what is scrying exactly?
Scrying is seeing.
Okay. It's like the Palantir in Lord of the Rings.
Exactly. I have to compliment you for once, Ian. It pains me to do so, but you're 100% correct.
And
a great Lord of the Rings reference.
I've noticed
you've earned yourself a day off of torture for that one.
Thank you. I prefer to call it torment, though, because really, sometimes you're torturing me, but sometimes you're just making me watch my family, do paperwork.
Enjoy themselves, have a good time.
Right. And then
surfboard.
They'll remember me and get mad. Not sad, mad. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm just watching them.
Right. That's exactly what we did this week is I set you up Clockwork Orange style in a little chair.
With your long Saruman nails.
My long little Saruman nails. And I opened your little beady little catboy eyes, your little tiny dog eyes, your little tiny baby eyes. They're too close together. Quite frankly.
What?
And I made you watch home videos of what's happening on Earth, of your family, your friends, your loved ones, all enjoying their lives.
That's right. And that kind of reminds me, actually. So all week while you were making me do that, I was thinking, what is your name? What is your true name? Because if I guess it, I get to leave hell.
That's right.
Right? And the only clue I've gotten so far is just look at him.
Just look at him?
Yeah, you. Remember?
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Our guest was like, just look at him. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
Keep digging under that hole.
I think that your real name is Humanity Personhood Devil Guy the Third.
Wow. Humanity, Devil Person, Human Guy the Third?
Humanity, Devil Hood Person Guy.
Okay.
Is that it?
No. I'm sorry, Ian.
And it's not Rumpelstiltskin.
It's not Rumpelstiltskin. It's not humanity, human devil guy the third.
All right.
Once again, you struck out, kid.
All right.
Get on the bench.
Well, hell, I'm really getting used to hell at this point.
Yeah.
It's been about
You think so?
a little over a month now.
A little over a month. You think you got it all figured out?
Well, the honeymoon period is over. Like when you move somewhere and everything looks big and new.
Yeah.
And then like you're driving the same routes every day and you're like, oh, now it's familiar again.
Right.
Like when you get somewhere new and everything looks big and then you're familiar with it and it's smaller? What's up with that?
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Right. You're like living in that Matt Damon movie where they all shrink.
Oh.
That's what you think the world is like?
I didn't see that movie because it was not critically acclaimed.
Okay.
Even though Alexander Payne, for the most part, has good movies.
All right.
But now there's all kinds of plagiarism accusations. And
wow.
McGowan didn't have anything good to say about him, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, boy. Well, hey, listen, Ian, we got a guest today, all
Are
right?
you sure? Where in hell? This is the place to talk about stuff like that.
That's true. But we've got to get to the guests today because, they've got some things they need to talk about. Okay? We can't just rattle off your encyclopedic knowledge of obscure movies.
Hey, quick question. Because we got some listener mail, and you know how like all listener and viewer mail goes straight to hell to begin with?
Right.
Right. But they were like, why? The one I saw was like, why do you guys even have guests on?
Right.
Like, why do we have guests
That's
on?
a great question, person who's definitely real and definitely wrote that in. It's kind of a twofold thing, right? Like, this podcast is here to torture you, right? I'm here to torture you.
Feeling it.
I'm here to, also get some inspiration because we're going to ask people about their own personal hells. I want to know, hey, what do they think sucks? Because maybe I'll make you do that. And then maybe that'll work out for me.
So you're just mining others
mining
material.
gold. And then also, quite frankly, I'm trying to raise the value of your soul posthumously. And posthumously.
Well, yeah, it's certainly not funny anymore.
No.
I can tell you that much.
No, it never has been.
So you're trying to buy low and sell high.
That's
with my
right.
soul.
I got, what? I'm new to the game. I got stuck with, quite frankly, what is a pretty worthless soul. Quite frankly,
Why does
absolutely
everyone keep
zero
telling me
value.
That? Everyone I run into down here takes one look at me,
Just
up to down,
not worth a damn.
Right.
I couldn't even flip you for a soul coin.
Yeah.
So I've got to raise it
or a
somehow.
demon ruble.
That's right.
I think is also canon.
Well, I think today's guest knows a thing or two about demon rubles and soul coins. They are the first Koch brother before the Koch brothers were Koch brothers. And he uses dollar signs for S's, Ian. Please welcome Gary Marketplace.
That's the crowd going wild.
Oh, Gary, bringing your own crowd.
An entourage.
Hello, it's me. I am Gary Marketplace. God, I should be working right now.
Oh, you're one of those sales dudes that like can't take a day off. Is that it?
Yeah, something like that.
What, like you can't just enjoy a beach? You have to like think about how to sell every grain of
Could I
sand?
turn this into a full-blown enterprise? How do
Yeah.
I sell the air?
How do we sell air? You're thinking like Nestle, which I like.
I don't know about what they think.
They like sell
They're trying
all the
to
water
sell
in
water.
California.
Which is great because I think someone down here gave him that idea. It's really wonderful. I love it. We all love it down here. It's like, yeah, let's make water a commodity.
Oh, hell in hell. God, I should partner
yeah.
with them.
You should. Are you new down here? Like, when did you die? What's your situation?
Or are you just
'Cause
passing through?
I'm kind of new. I'm kind of just past my honeymoon phase. I'm sure you heard that part of the show.
This is a complicated answer. I have been here all summer, but I died on the last day of Ronald Reagan.
Oh, of his presidency?
Of just
or
him
his
in
life?
general. Is he a planet?
No.
Is he a country? You died on the...
I died on the last day of Ronald
that a festival?
Reagan's presidency, America, USA.
Oh, end of an era.
End of an era. I
Okay.
saw the writing on the wall. I was like, this is the best it'll ever be. And I'm done.
That explains why you're wearing a plastic raincoat and you look very Patrick Bateman-esque.
Yeah, with the suit on underneath.
Right, and you've got a big axe, and you're dancing like this to Huey Lewis and the News.
I didn't always dress this way.
Oh, really? How did you used to dress?
I wore a bow tie to work, no shirt,
Very
big
Orville.
suit, big shoes,
Okay.
big suitcase, big hat.
Okay. So
No
like Orville Redenbacher meets David Byrne.
little
Is that
bit
what
of-
I'm getting? That's what it's giving.
I was getting a little Chippendale as well from the bow tie and no shirt on.
Yeah, I early in my career, I realized if I don't ever buy shirts, I could save $100,000.
Wow. So you're frugal.
Yeah. You guys have Superman. I had Ebenezer Scrooge. And I hated when the good guys won. That was
tell me
the
about it.
worst part of the whole story.
You mean in Superman or in...
Who are the good guys of A
Scrooge.
Christmas Past? What's it called?
I know that like the Grim
It's a
Reaper
human
is
movie.
Christmas Future, right?
So the ghosts are the good guys, I think, in that
There's
movie.
Bob Cratchit.
The ghost is the message of the movie. Is the good guys. I thought it was a great movie whenever they went to the flashback.
Right.
Yeah.
And you thought
Oh,
at
he
the
was
end
mean.
Scrooge should have made him work on Christmas and not give him that turkey and kick Tiny Tim's little crutch out of his leg and beat him over the head with
Sell
it.
that crutch for
He could
as a
sell that
novelty
crutch.
item. Do you know how many American Girl dolls would kill for that crutch?
Oh, so you think you're like, not only do I want to sell the item, how can I market it as like a limited edition thing?
The world is a marketplace, and I am Gary.
That's true. And I mean, is Marketplace your Christian name or your legal name, or did you change it?
I'm really sorry, but you said that how many American Girl dolls would buy that crutch? Are American Girl dolls sentient entities on Earth? I just want to that's just a thing. Like I'm a devil. I don't really know. They seem like they would be.
They are a magnet for money is what they are. It doesn't matter how it happens, which parents are forking it over.
Yeah.
But there's a whole
Ew.
exchange and an entrepreneurial opportunity
Right.
that I think
Teach 'em
that
young.
a lot of boys are taking advantage of.
You know, I could see American Girl dolls committing the sin of greed. You know, with those like weird, their eyes move, right?
Yeah.
With their eyelashes.
There needs to be a Nepo baby American Girl doll.
Yeah.
One that doesn't share her horse and has two.
I have one's my morning horse and one's my night horse.
I hate that I'm down
Shut
here.
up, Samantha.
I didn't even talk about my whole deal down here.
Oh,
yet.
yeah. Please. Sorry,
Please.
dude.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
were like telling me what I look like.
Gary, we got
I don't have
time.
time to make myself presentable. I run the
Jeez.
lemonade stand in hell.
Really?
There's one place to buy lemonade, and it's at my table.
That's true.
Oh, and I've seen only the line to that because the line is so long.
Lots of lines in hell. Even if there's there's always a wait time and there's a whole fast pass system in hell.
Where
And it
there's
doesn't
a
work.
line, there's $1 million opportunity. That's what I thought of right now. Right now, I just thought of that.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you writing a book or something?
I would like to sell my memoir
Your memoir.
to the people in line.
Yeah. Come for the lemonade. Stay
for the memoir.
Read my memoir.
Right. And it's not just it's not good lemonade.
Oh,
and
even better.
And it's not affordable either. Yeah, in hell,
Oh.
the lemonade it costs as much as a car. You got to put a down payment on a cup of Dixie, and I'm over here. I'm making hand over fist money, and you know what they say in the world that you can't take it with you, but I did. I put it in my asshole.
Whoa.
I put it in my asshole, and I
Wow.
did take some of it with me. That's the
Okay.
thing nobody tells you.
Your asshole is like so powerful or puckered that
It's
what was in there
stuffed with dimes.
and it followed you into the afterlife.
So you exchanged all your money for dimes and then you keistered it. And we might be witnessing someone who has a interdimensional pocket for a butthole.
I have access to the modern era through my ass, and that is a entrepreneurial corner of my whole deal. I have not explored
So if
yet.
I put my finger up your butt, I might accidentally like poke living Jay Leno in the chin or something.
No, it's more specific than
so
that.
sorry.
It usually has to do with Wall Street or a line at the Bank of America.
Or like an ATM.
Wherever there's a dollar on the ground, you could access it through my asshole.
Wow.
Okay. Wow.
I don't. Did you ever try just like going up your own ass and going back into the world, or are you not interested in the world anymore?
I can get about 3/4 of my arm back into the world. I reach and I grasp and I'm clinging to, I'm looking for valuables. I'm looking for golds, coppers. I could honestly use some more stock items for my lemonade stand as well.
Little bonds, little ETFs,
You
little
know who
fucking...
invented bonds? Well, war bonds.
We love them.
My girlfriend
Whoa.
from Earth.
This is going to be a blonde bond bombshell.
Okay,
here.
she was the stepmother to Snow White. Remember that mean lady, mirror on the wall? Ooh,
Maleficent?
that was no.
No. Ian.
Is that Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is my mean girlfriend. She invented war bonds.
Wow.
And I was like, because women weren't allowed to talk back then. I was like, I got it.
Yeah.
And so that's.
And you
I
take
made
your
that.
idea and
Yeah.
make millions off it.
Yeah. And she
I
was
like
too
the way you
focused.
think, Gary.
She was focused on her face.
Wait,
She
your
was
girlfriend was the mirror?
mirror on the wall lady. Some call her a
What
wizard.
is so hard to follow about this,
I
Ian?
missed that. I'm
You're
sorry.
too frazzled because it just started talking about buttholes and you started saying, oh, well, if I put my finger up there, like, I don't know, just a suggestion.
And first of all,
That's why you're down here.
you'd have to pay to use my.
You'd have to pay to
my
play.
asshole.
Interdimensional asshole.
Right.
Has
You
anyone
gotta-
ever called you that? You know what? You're an interdimensional asshole.
Oh yeah, you should see my Yelp reviews. They're off. They're off the charts. I've got no stars down here, but
That's good.
All the supply.
It's actually
People are-
called help down here.
Oh,
Hell Yelp.
Oh,
Ugh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Everybody's being tormented, so they
Right.
want help, but they don't get it.
So you've got this lemonade stand where you're clearly selling these charged lemonades from Panera that were killing people, which I love. I think that's fantastic. And you've got these long ass lines, Gary, and you're always looking to make a buck. I mean, what's next for you?
Oh well, I don't want to toot my own.
No, please toot. This is the place to toot. Also, I don't know what happens if you toot.
With
This
Rips a
interdimensional
hole in
butthole.
space-time.
just a little cloud of dimes shoots out.
A cloud of dimes.
There's like a family of kids will be like, I gotta swat them. They're always biting my knees. It's
You do have a gaggle of orphans that are surrounding you at all times, biting your knees.
at least they are.
They want
biting
what
my
you
knees.
have. I get it.
Yeah.
Right. My newest adventure in hell. I'm trying to make this a thing. It's called cutting the arts to save a quick buck.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Very hell.
I hate the tuba. I want less of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, I think a lot of
But
people would
all
actually
the-
agree with that.
All the union tuba jobs need to be cut.
I guess I never considered the tuba an art.
Give fuck, tuba players. Any tuba player listeners, email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com, and say, hey, I'm a tuba player, and we'll say, fuck you.
That's right.
And they'll send a little doop 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 doop, and they'll be like, that's what you sound like, Ian.
Hey, I do not sound like a tuba. Just because my grandpa played the tuba, and then he made everyone he could, the grandkids, he was like, hey, what if you played the tuba? Huh? You want to play the tuba?
Like pop.
Yeah,
Pop,
like pop pop. Huh? Like grandpa pop.
And all the kids were like,
One of them did.
you
No, it was my brother.
Shame.
try hard.
If
Yeah.
only you'd played the tuba, you might not have ended up down here.
Yeah, well, I was afraid of whatever was in that tuba hole.
Probably a ghost.
Yeah, I think definitely there's ghosts inside of tubas. So,
So
you're
you're
cutting
gonna cut
arts
the arts?
programs.
Bold. That's a bold new strategy.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity here. I'm not really a taxes guy.
Right.
I don't really.
It's theft. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't really, I'll just
So you
use
must be
my
having a
own
hard time
road.
down here then, because hell is mostly taxes. There's
Well-
almost a tax on anything you can or will do.
If you're small-minded, then yes, you might be wrapped up in taxes. My kind of whole thing is that I'm kind of one of the succession people.
Oh, you're ludicrously
I'm
capacious.
I'm
Your butthole.
a little bit above all of the.
Oh, did you broker a deal with some of the high archdemons or something?
No, just some
Whoa,
general
who do you know?
narcissism and some little egomania.
I know
just,
narcissism.
Just
I've
a
met
sense
him.
of deserving and just no care for my fellow mankind.
Huh.
Oh.
Gary, I'm getting the sense that you're trying to make a play at demon or devilhood. I mean, am I on the right track here? Are you trying to convert?
Well, I've been here a long time, and it would make sense it would make sense. Everyone knows me.
Would it make demon bucks or just sense?
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, right, Gary?
That was a little before my time. After. How am I?
After.
Reagan had rap. I don't know. I was busy. I was on the 50th
You were
floor.
doing lots of coke.
Well, I was drinking lots of coke.
You put it in a little elixir?
Classic.
Drinking. Whatever. It was like Mad Men back then. We were all crazy.
The 80s, very Mad Men.
Yeah.
I love that show, The Mad Men, that was set in 1981.
Other 60s garb they were wearing in the 1980s,
All those tight, clear, crisp lines and chromed out cars.
A lot of yellow, a lot of blue, a lot of floral, a lot of jello molds
Right.
at the office.
Lots of wives named Betty.
Right.
That type of thing.
So, Gary, okay, you're trying to move on up. You're trying to make deals. You're trying to do different things here.
What I'm getting out of this is that you, you're a human being that clearly deserves to be in hell, but you're gaming the system. You're not getting tormented.
Right. I'm not like others. Some of us are built different. LeBron James, etc.
After your time.
Or before,
You've heard of
I
him.
don't.
Gary is peering into his butt and can see into the
That's
earth,
right.
Ian.
If you ever really
There's a
want to
Palantir up there, I think.
watch a basketball game, you just put your head between your butt.
Yeah, I have to
Take
hold
a
my
peek.
breath though. It's not a comfortable position for air flow. We do need to breathe down here. I hope that people know that and
Right.
think about that.
Yeah, that is important.
And the whole place reeks of farts and toots. Right?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
that's the eau de pomme of hell is farts and toots.
And
de pomme?
eau de pomme, for those that don't know what that means, is
It's cologne.
okay.
Cool. Yeah. Ian.
Well, I'm new down here, and I don't speak French, and I never wore cologne or deodorant for that matter.
No one write in and correct me if I said that wrong. So, Gary, this is very interesting to me. It's not often we come across humans who even have the wherewithal or the ability to potentially cross over. Most humans who get sent to hell, they're kind of down here to be tortured relentlessly forever by folks like me who,
Humans prefer the word tormented.
whatever. And so you're potentially making a run at being transferred or converted into a devil or demon yourself, right?
It would be nice to get a promotion. Maybe I can become
Whoa.
CTO, CFO of where, of this
Right.
this place we are in.
What does CFO stand for?
Chief Financial.
Well, down here
same
it'd be
thing.
like chief
Okay.
fiery officer. Or
Yeah, I was
something,
trying to do a
or,
pun. Let me hold on for the edit. Chief Fiery Officer. I just came up with that. Chief Fiery Officer.
And on your first try.
Yeah, really good.
God, you make money. You're funny. You've got an interdimensional asshole.
Gary's got it going on.
I know. What doesn't Gary have? What doesn't Gary have?
What doesn't Gary have?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't have it all. You got to make choices. And I always thought women are expensive.
Gary, you got a big problem with the ladies. Gary, I'm all for it, but because I'm a devil, I'm a little stinker.
Wait,
Remember
did I
that.
say other bad stuff about?
Well, you
the
did
ladies?
steal the idea for war bonds from your then girlfriend.
Right.
The way
Who you don't
mirror,
like.
mirror on the wall lady.
You don't
Mirror on
like
the wall,
shirts who I don't know why I have to assume
I
other than
saved
machines
money
are
on
made by
shirts.
women.
I never said whether or not I liked them. Okay.
I'm just seeing what you're cutting costs on. You know, you're making money off your girlfriend. You're saving money on shirts. You're saving money on the other things that we just talked about that I'm forgetting.
No, it was mostly that.
Well, the lemonade, right? Like you've got a,
It's not a good product. It's
and you're
just,
selling your memoir to the long lines.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe back in 5 minutes sign, and then I cut around to the end of the line, and I'm working the back while the people at the front. You know, I got all these crazy schemes. I was thinking maybe we could get a TV deal with Shark Tank.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, actually, we had Charles Branson on last time pretending to be Richard Branson from Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Charles
I would
Bronson.
love if I could get connected with this friend of yours because of networking opportunities.
Okay. Do you have a product? Is it just lemonade you're slinging, or do you have something else you want to bring to them?
Just a general way of being. If you could promise to be a certain way and the sharks would invest in that way, and all the money you make that year from acting crazy, they get a cut of it, but it's like a patented way of being insane. And I could just like get people to promise to act that way. They pay me to act that way. I get paid from them acting that way. The sharks get paid.
I'm proficient in PowerPoint. Can I help make the presentation?
Gary, let me just step right in here. Gary, don't get involved with this guy. He says he's proficient in PowerPoint.
I might have
And
to
what he
call
means
a
is
friend.
his little finger is going to end up your butt because it's a powerful point.
He wants my dimes. Everyone does.
And, yeah, your diamonds.
That's what he said. That was one of his lines.
At least if I hang
Hey,
out with a
baby, I'm
little-
proficient in PowerPoint. He slings up to the bar. I've seen him.
Woof.
Yeah, woof.
At least if I hung out with the little orphans at your knees, I'd have friends.
Well, Gary,
Even if they're sad.
I might throw this at her. What about healthcare?
Hell care.
Yeah.
Enough
Very
said.
good, Gary.
Don't
Very
even-
good.
What else is there to say?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Well,
how about
there's-
this? How about this? It's the same exact thing. We have a line.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the same.
There's a table. The people come for the healthcare.
Right.
There's a back in 5 minutes
Yep.
sign. I'm at the back of the line
Uh-huh.
working my magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Gary.
Yeah, I'm selling the idea of a sure peace of mind.
Right. And no one ever actually gets healed.
Oh, yeah. No, that can't work.
Right. And it costs lots and lots of money.
I don't want them to be better. I want them to pay me more.
Gary, I'm kind of interested in, like, when you get down to hell, you're assigned a demon tormentor, like, you know, Art Brimstone is mine. It's like, what happened to yours? Or, like, did you broker a deal? Or, like, what happened?
My tormentor was weak. My tormentor didn't have a mindset grind set attitude.
Wow.
I had no way of being inspired by that little worm. Okay, he tried to steal my ideas.
Wow.
Would have voted for Jimmy Carter, probably.
The other guy at the time.
Oh, Dukakis.
Oh, well, you know, I get all my years kind of mixed up. I was busy in the office. I was drinking a lot of Coke.
Oh, and the first woman vice president nominee, right? So that's who Reagan was up against.
Shirley Chisholm.
This was all covered
I
in
don't know.
Mad Men, listeners. You
God.
can just watch that and it'll figure it all out. So
Okay.
you usurped your tormentor?
I ate his body and
Oh
made
my
it
God.
mine stronger.
Ow.
Holy shit, Gary.
With my mouth, Ian.
Mindset, grind set. I need
Holy
to,
fuck. You grinded him with your teeth.
I guess I'm in hell. I don't need to care about other people. I should maybe get into this.
You can see his little bones poking out of my body when I didn't chew very good.
Yeah, you are kind of lumpy, and you're not wearing a shirt.
Well, I don't try to be beautiful. I just try to be.
You focus
I think
on-
by hell standards, Gary looks great.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. I mean, you
Very
don't
normal.
have any limbs chopped off. Your hair is intact.
Yes, it is made up from the scalps of others.
You only have mild cataracts, from what I could tell. That's
Just
severe.
Yeah, my milky eyes. I don't need
Your boils are very
to
fresh.
see the money. I can
Fresh
feel
boils.
the money. I can smell the money. I can, it's in me. It's around me. It permeates me.
You do have green eyes.
Yeah, look closer. Little closer.
No, they're green. I am looking.
Yeah, we're looking at them.
Keep looking.
Okay. All right.
Buy my things. 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 Buy my things.
Okay. Here's Art. Can I borrow some money, some demon bucks,
Fine. Here's
some imp rubles or whatever?
I'll give you an. Yeah, I'll give you a demon ruble. Here's one demon ruble.
Can I have a what was the movie from the 80s with the little Furby monsters?
Gremlins.
Can I have a gremlin yen?
I just gave it to you.
Oh, thanks. It doesn't say it on the money, so I still need to ask you what the name was.
Hell is crazy. All the money is good. I'm holding a skull.
Where did Gary get that skull? Oh my God. Gary, you're clearly a very powerful human. This is quite a get for the pod.
Wow.
It's my wallet.
Your wallet is a skull?
Ian, take some fucking notes.
If only, it's hell, I don't have a pen and paper.
That's right.
I'll sell you one. Later. You have to pay me now, though. Later. But I'll give it to you later.
I have this gremlin yen.
Give me your teeth. Teeth.
How many?
Put them in the skull.
How many
Skull,
teeth?
all of them.
All right, I'll just... Oh, that's just one. Oh, I don't know if I can do enough.
I love the rush of a sale.
All right, I'll just... Oh! Ow! Ow!
Oh God. Ugh.
That's a lot of blood.
He makes the worst
Get it
noises.
together.
I'm not just gonna be like some woman in the movies you used to watch and all of a sudden be fine because you slapped me.
Someone.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean.
Wow.
I have two teeth. You don't get any more.
Okay.
Ian, I think you learned a very valuable lesson.
You know, that hurt more than when you tore my body apart and made me into a stew and then used all of my ligaments as a
beef
pasta.
Borgin Ian Yon.
Yeah.
Beef Ian Yon.
I don't know why.
Beef Borgin Ian Yon.
When you do it, it doesn't hurt as much as when I do it.
Well, maybe I have a thing or two to learn from Gary. I don't know. I am new at this. You know, I have a lot of oversight that Gary doesn't have. You know, I'm being watched constantly, Ian, by
the bureaucracy.
Right.
Of hell.
You've got, the Bureau of Bureau of Underworld Torment and Torture, but
right.
The Abyssal Syndication Syndicate, ass. The Department of Influence, Corruption, and Collusion, dick.
Right.
Which, works in tandem with greed, envy, regret, temptation, and hate, girth. There's a lot of oversight.
Wasn't fuck one of them?
And dilf.
Okay.
But I've got a lot of oversight. Gary is a loose cannon, not playing by the rules. There's no oversight for Gary. Gary's not paying any sort of tax up or down the system.
No tormentor hounding him.
No tormentor hounding him.
I'm thinking of buying a team.
What? Like a softball team?
Yeah, whatever we got. I want to.
Softball's not really big down here. You want a bigger thing than that, or do you want to get like a ground level sport like women's softball?
Again with these women.
Ian's got a thing.
You started it.
Maybe it's because he's never talked to one.
Fuck.
Wow, it all comes back to the top.
Set
Yeah.
the whole thing up, didn't it?
Well, you know what, Gary? I think obviously one thing we always want to ask any of our guests for the show is, what would be Gary Marketplace's personal hell?
I'll tell you. I'm so glad you asked.
You're welcome, Gary.
All right. I'll take you. Let me take you to a place.
Okay. No, I want to stay right here.
Okay. Well, you can imagine.
Okay.
Come along with me.
All right. Got it.
All right. Table of 20 or so actors at an Olive Garden after a show. The bill comes. Everybody looks to Gary. Everybody goes, "Oh, we'll Venmo you. Is that okay? Is that okay? Get the points. You want them?" Gary throws his card down. And the Venmos trickle in. Not all, of course. And the ones that do, did they do the tax? No. Gary's over here. You just single-handedly holding up the infrastructure.
Did they do the tip?
Of the working class? No tip. No,
Wow.
no
the
tip.
whole tip's on Gary.
No tip at all. No one's getting a tip, okay?
You're not giving
No
one?
one's getting. I'm actually going to pay
Gary
them.
doesn't tip.
I'm going to pay them 1 cent under what they asked for in the
Right.
in the final amount.
They're making minimum
They're
wage.
minimum wage. But yeah, that's it. Just a bunch of
Well, the minimum wage
fucking
is lower.
actors being like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I ordered less lemonade and I didn't eat any of the breadsticks type thing.
Gary, were you hanging out with actors, or is this an imagination, a thing that happens in your imagination? First of all, you didn't have Venmo in the 80s. I want to bring that up. And second of all, I don't see you hanging out with actors. So
This is why you're
an
down here.
Imagined how, like, you avoided this at all costs, or
It was the 80s. Cats by Andrew Lloyd Webber was everywhere. I couldn't help but you were walking to an Olive Garden and there's just swarming just tables of actors everywhere, all of them eating because they just watched the musical.
All of them eating salads and breadsticks, salads and breadsticks.
Yeah, naturally.
no, it's all on Gary. So they're like loading up on items that actually cost money.
I did
Right.
like that musical, okay? Cats is a
Oh,
good
you
musical.
belong here.
It was a
You
good
belong
musical.
here.
I mean,
Gary.
Ian,
I liked all the worst
Fuck you.
songs.
I like how Gary
There's some good songs and there's bad ones, and I like the bad ones.
Gary talks about hating women, talking about
Ian,
wanting money and
Cutting the
just being
arts.
very corrupt. And then the number one thing that makes Ian not like them is liking the musical Cats.
It's an abominable trait, and it means you belong here.
Wow. Well,
You
Gary,
could have
I
been
mean,
the fucking Pope.
Ian,
And if you like cats, you belong here.
would putting you in an Olive Garden surrounded by actors who they're trying to skirt the bill or shirk
I
the...
would be skirting the bill, yes.
He would be
would be
one of the
skirting.
ones skirting the bills.
Oh,
I
I
did.
only had the cup of soup. Can someone else get mine and I'll give you some cash
I don't see why
later?
I have to split the bill equally when I only had a cup of soup, okay? And like, I know you're making six figures, Gary. Well, at the time.
At least at the time.
See, I don't
That was
know.
a lot
I don't
more
know if
than
that form of torture is going to work on Ian, Gary, but nonetheless, I do appreciate there might be some things I could do with an Olive Garden. Maybe, Ian, I could stick you in an Olive Garden and shove endless breadsticks down your throat
Up his butt.
or up his butt. Ian,
I mean, is there going to be any butter?
there will be Parmesan.
No! I hate Parmesan when it's only on bread and there's no butter or oil. I mean, with all of it, it's fine. But bread and only Parmesan? No!
Hey, we'll be back with more Nether Region Pod after this.
Goodbye. Buy my things.
All right, we're back with more Nether Region Pod. We still have Gary Marketplace with us. Hi, Gary.
Hi.
Gary,
He's not making money doing this, so he's not.
well, it's all right,
super
Gary. We're
excited.
going to make it worth your while because I've forced Ian to do a little segment. It's a little form of torture where I force him to have to write a little thing.
It's horrible, Gary. I have to read, I have to underline things that make sense for what the segment is.
Uh-huh.
There's one thing worse than improv. It's written material.
Boo.
Put it
All right,
all in my
Ian.
ears.
What do you got for us?
So today we're going to play a segment called Fuck, Marry, Exorcism.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you 3 different types of demons. And you're going to see which one you want to fuck, which one you want to marry.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because, well, fuck is funny to say anyway, really.
Okay.
And then
Just
marry.
be mature about it.
I was creating a pattern.
Tempting, being menacing.
And then exorcism.
All right. So
But then we're going to play Fuck, Marry, Exorcism. All right?
And an eye of newt.
Toilet trouble.
we got it. All right. Fuck, marry,
You
exorcism.
bitch.
So fuck obviously is we're talking about what kind of
Intercourse.
insertion. Okay.
Well, I guess whatever the enjoyable one is for you,
All right.
right?
So demon
and the
sex.
demon, right? This is consensual.
Right. And then what was the second one?
Marry,
Okay.
betroth,
So
Perhaps would be a better
marriage. Okay.
right? Exorcism is get it out of here,
Okay.
right? I figure you can't really kill it,
Right.
right? Like we're in hell.
This
It's
is
just
in
we
human
sent to hell.
terms.
Well, this is in our terms, right?
Okay.
Otherwise, it'd be fuck, marry, kill.
Right.
But we're already in hell, so
Well,
what the fuck?
We're not big fans of exercising things down here.
Well, right? But as a human,
I was
know
just
you
exercising my hot little bod.
Look, let me just tell you for a second. as a human, it wasn't really us. Everyone didn't enjoy killing. Most people didn't, right? So it was a bad thing. You wouldn't really get that. I guess that's the disconnect.
Right.
Right. So exorcism's a bad thing for demons, right?
Well, yeah.
That's the point.
Because we take possession of people.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
Down here, killing isn't like, ooh, yeah.
Right.
Down here,
okay.
it's like, yay,
I get it
hooray.
now. I'm with the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's the
Higher
difference.
risk.
That's right, Gary. High risk, high reward. That's the
what
Gary
I was
lifestyle.
thinking.
All right. So our first demon is called an impundulu. Impundulu, I think. It's an avian monstrosity, which translates as lightning bird from Zulu.
Oh.
And an impundulu also has an insatiable appetite for blood. Feeding on humans or animals whenever the opportunity arises, the creature leaves no trace behind after draining its victim.
Ooh.
Impundulu's connection with misfortune and death is woven into its narrative with the capacity to cause illness or even death through its gaze, touch, or breath.
Ugh.
Impundulu's haunting ability to steal the souls of the victims adds on even more ominous layer to its myth. This act is believed to condemn those affected to eternal torment. It has the ability to summon thunder and lightning through the sheer force of its wings and razor-sharp talons. It's characterized by its black and white plumage, right? Very bird-like there. Reminiscent of a crow or an eagle. Possesses a formidable arsenal of physical attributes. It boasts a sizable beak and razor-sharp claws, capable of rending flesh and bone, accompanied by iridescent feathers that refract. See, this is my torture, reading stuff out loud.
Yeah, it's great.
Light in a dazzling array of colors. Accounts of its size vary, but some say it's 5 feet with a wingspan stretching to 12 feet.
Okay.
And then, it is a servant to witches, right? So it's a familiar. Okay.
Wow.
Cute.
Right. So it does the bidding of other creatures.
Sort of like an intern.
Right.
Unpaid.
I wrote beta simp, but intern is kind of the same thing. So they can soar up through the skies at speeds of 300 miles per hour. And then, of course, it can morph into a human being, frequently adopting the appearance of young and attractive men, as well as
hot
perfectly
little twinks.
mimicking human speech. Right. And then they'll, have sex with you and kill you.
Okay. So we've got a little bit of like a succubus going on mixed with like the Pokemon Zapdos. I like it. Gary, any feelings which way or the other about fuck, marry, or expedite? What was it? Exorcism.
Well, I need all three. I can't just.
Yeah, but what are the pros and cons of this
Free labor is
so
is a
far?
big pro. I'm gonna
Okay.
say I like the ability to help a witch with her task.
Okay.
Oh, you
For
want to
free.
help the witch?
No. I like that this thing works for free or cheap.
Right.
So you're leaning towards fuck or marry. I feel like if you ever got married, it's prenup city.
Right. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then, one of the I would put into the pro column too is think about it, lightning dick, right?
Shocker.
Right.
This thing will give you the shocker.
Exactly. And it doesn't
Right in
need
your
its hands.
impadu. What is it called? The impapudoo?
Impundulu.
Yeah, right in your impapudu.
Right in your interdimensional impundulu.
Gary?
Well, I don't want just anybody in there.
Okay.
Right.
Fair enough.
It's a sacred place.
Right. Well, one of them's gonna go in there. So whichever one.
I know.
Oh, there's three, and so once
There's
we
gonna be
pick
three.
one,
Mhm.
oh fuck! Well, I don't know the other ones are.
No, I know.
That's what I was saying.
I know. I just wanted to get first
Oh,
vibes,
wow.
a vibe check, right?
Oh,
I
this is
told
just
you
a
about the
vibe
electro
check.
bird, and now I wanted a vibe check.
Got it. Okay.
So far, right?
I understand the game now.
Well,
These
this-
human games, they're so different from demon games.
You know, it's funny. When I was on Earth and I created games, people said these aren't fun. These aren't games. And I said, I'm having fun. I'm laughing. They said, we don't care.
Who are they?
Well, they were gone pretty shortly thereafter. So
Yeah,
I
that's
forgot.
because your idea of a fun game is like, oh, let's all close our eyes and see where my finger goes. Again, that's not very fun, especially at family gatherings.
Oh my gosh. All right. So the next demon we have is, oh my God. Next demon we have is a Kumiho, Japanese.
What'd you just call me?
Kumiho? So it's a
Why are you looking at me?
You're a little Kumiho. You're a 9-tailed fox spirit.
Ooh.
Which shape shifts and embodies the duality as both a cunning predator and a symbol of alluring beauty. The Kumiho's true power lies in its shape-shifting ability, allowing it to transform into a stunningly beautiful woman with an otherworldly aura. Despite this transformation, it retains some fox-like features such as paws, fox ears, or tails.
Wow.
I don't see anything bad so far. Go ahead.
Foxy? You think it sounds foxy?
I'm like, how is this a demon?
Right. Well, okay.
So you're a
Get ready.
kitsune.
Because the Kumiho lures unsuspecting prey with its beauty. Moreover, it possesses superhuman strength and speed, enabling it to overpower victims effortlessly. Alongside with physical prowess, Kumiho wields illusion and manipulation techniques, enhancing its capacity to ensnare and deceive.
Gary, this seems like a one-on-one match for you. You might have met your match with this one.
The Kumiho.
It is believed to have a deep connection with the moon and can really control it.
The moon is free.
Right. It just floats up there, waiting for somebody to make money.
You should figure out a way to make money off the moon.
Kumiho.
So, unlike other fox spirits that I know you're familiar with,
Right.
this one does not actually. Wait, I lost my place.
Okay.
It does not hold spirit possession abilities. It just kills and consumes its victims. Okay. This mythical creature possesses immense power and intelligence, gaining additional tails as it ages,
Ooh.
each signifying heightened magical prowess. And the Kumiho is predominantly depicted as malevolent, associated with amorality. These fox spirits are known for their sinister deeds, including the use of magical Gusiol.
Eewoo.
You did this to yourself.
I did.
What are you,
but
an
they're-
ambulance? Eewoo, eewoo, eewoo.
Yeah, Make fun of other languages that you can't.
I'm a little
pronounce.
stinker.
You are a little stinker.
I'm a devil.
So they've got these magic marbles that absorb vital energy through a
Magic
form.
marbles.
That's right. Well, it's like a palantir, a small palantir.
Pronounced Palanthier.
Is it?
Sorry, that might be out of character for me to know.
I think it might have been.
Okay, let's keep
Okay,
going.
Gary, you
All right.
might have seen The Lord of the Rings.
Might have
Yeah.
read them too.
So the
It's
marbles.
free. The library is free.
Yeah, you save a lot of money by not buying all those books you don't read. The marbles absorb energy through a form of what they call deep kiss. That's what I wanted to get.
Okay.
So it absorbs people's energy, gets smarter, grows in its magical abilities, seduces you.
This is a candidate. I mean, this
Kills
is up
and
there,
eats you.
Gary.
I need to know who the third is before I make my decision.
Right. Well, what are some pros
Bachelor
and
number
cons
3.
so far that you're hearing
I-
of the Kumiho?
Well, I like the moon thing as I expressed
Right.
before.
Fair.
I'm thinking of moon farming.
Really?
I'm thinking of it.
You're going to plant
Thinking of
stuff
all
on the moon?
Thinking of all kinds. I'm thinking of all kinds of things.
Oh, geez.
Like Matt Damon in The Martian? Use your poop as fertilizer? Grow potatoes on the moon?
I don't think.
Those-
So I'm thinking
What a
of
great
Interstellar.
comedy that
I'm thinking
was.
of Interstellar, the comedy Interstellar.
Right. All nominated for best comedy.
She did some real slapstick getting unconnected to the ISS.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, no, a banana peel. Anyway, Kumiho's probably the one for me.
Probably. We'll see. Well, one you'll have a little tryst with. One you'll hate. So, okay. So the last one is the Ciguapa, mythological creature of Dominican Republic folklore. They're commonly described as having human female form with brown or dark blue skin and backward-facing feet, and very long manes of smooth, glossy hair that cover their bodies. They supposedly inhabit the high mountains of the Dominican Republic. They bring death, and it is said that one should not look them in the eye, otherwise the person is at risk of being bewitched permanently. The only noises they can make are whining, and chirping.
Sounds like someone else I know.
Hey,
Who?
The guy I'm looking at.
I thought you meant me. I wasn't totally sure, but then Gary asked, and then you confirmed it. Now I am going to have a complex.
Add it to the list.
Siguapas are considered to be magical beings, beautiful in appearance to some, yet horrendous to others. So, it's like a Chicago 5 is an LA 3. Maybe. Maybe that's what they're saying. I don't know. All sources agree, however, that they are wild creatures. They're compared in many cases to mermaids, beautiful yet cruel, and far from innocent, deceitful, and ready to capture the wayward traveler. It is said that they are so beautiful that they can lure men into the forest to make love with them, only to kill them afterwards.
Wow.
And then, actually, I didn't write this down, but the only way to catch them is at night with a dog that has an extra toe, and it will track the Siguapa for you.
Not really a dog guy, personally. Probably gonna exercise this one.
Whoa, Gary with the hard stance.
Do you? But she doesn't talk. I thought you'd be into that.
No, I'm not the one who doesn't like women.
You said that earlier.
You've never talked to one.
Well, okay. I guess, yeah, I don't know them personally, but
Women are
I
a
could.
big part of the economy. They are half of all people. They have their own credit cards now.
that's very pragmatic of you, Gary.
I think it's good for the numbers that when they keep going up and women,
Gary's
They
all
have
about
the
the
numbers
dollars.
now.
And you like to hire them because you only have to give them 73 cents on the dollar?
oh, well, that's why I like the intern.
Oh, zero. Yeah.
Bad
Well, Gary, I
guy.
defer to you. You've got these.
I'm a bad guy. I kind of just realized I'm a bad guy.
You kind of just realized now, after you're down in hell,
Just saying it all out loud.
you have a wallet that's a skull, and you just realize now that you're a bad guy.
It's kind of bad.
Someone
how
called Billie Eilish.
I'm not being so good.
I'm being so
I
good.
mean, Gary, you're like one of those people that, you're trying to sell water to people in a fire here.
Well, it's a little more than water.
There's some sugar.
Yeah, one of the only things you really can drink down here in hell is Fireball whiskey.
Gary, I don't want to build up your confidence, but you are providing a service that people are paying for. And if they don't want it, they don't have to pay the high price.
You're right.
that
I'm
you
back.
offer.
I'm back. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. I'm
Gary's
back. I'm back. I started kind of thinking too much.
Right, you never want to do that down here.
right.
I'm back.
So, fuck, marry, exorcism. We got Bird with the power of weather,
Right.
lightning dick, but beta simp,
Lightning cloaca.
lightning cloaca.
What was the
It's a bird.
name again? It was Impedulo.
Impudulo. Impudulu.
Okay.
And then
we
we've got the nine-tailed fox demon, right? Very sexy, very seductive. Female, controls the moon.
Gary's thinking. Gary's crunching
And
the
then-
numbers.
Right. And then we've got
Carry the one.
Gary the one.
the backwards-footed,
Gary's doing
Beautiful.
VLOOKUPs. Got a whole
Blue.
Excel spreadsheet up there.
haired Dominican Republic forest demon.
I'm gonna kill her, and not why you think.
Why do I think, and then why are you going to kill her?
You probably think, oh, I don't do business in South America. Well, I do. I don't think that she's the one for me. I think I would like to kill her. She's a big distraction, her beauty,
Yeah.
etc. Too distracting.
Keep your eye on the green.
I, unlike you, have no problem being among women. I just,
Right.
it's when they're so beautiful. I just my spreadsheets. I gotta look at them. I gotta look at my spreadsheets. Keep
Right.
looking at my spreadsheets.
Gary's trying to keep his eye on the prize.
Which
Oh,
is
okay.
one day I will have all the money in the world. That's
So-
an attainable goal.
So that's
That
why you-
greed. I mean, that is one of the 7 deadly sins, and Gary's knocking it out of the park, Ian.
I'm
true.
Yeah, bringing it in through my asshole into
Right
hell.
through your asshole.
Maybe this is why Gary has, some form of like freedom down here. Though, is like, what if were your parents really greedy and you were honoring your mother and your father, and so in a way, you were doing the right
It's
thing?
tradition. Some people like the Cubs. Some people like the Bears. My family ate money for dinner.
Wow, so your salads were very green.
So to speak.
Yeah, the dressing was the blood of the orphans at your feet.
I can't find
You
it
bathed in
anymore.
giant vats of gold
find it.
coins like Scrooge McDuck.
I feel a little attacked when I get that comparison. It's just sort of
I'm not
trite.
saying you
I mean,
are a
you said
duck.
It's a little,
Scrooge,
it's
though,
a little like,
earlier.
you think whatever. I don't have other things to do. I'm swimming.
Gary, we didn't.
Wait, is the problem that you're compared to Scrooge or Scrooge McDuck?
It's like
Because you
that's the only rich
Scrooge
guy
earlier.
anyone can ever think of, and
Okay.
he's not even a human.
The kid from Blank Check.
Actually, you only had $1 million. That's not even that much money.
You couldn't even buy the down payment to one of my cups of lemonade
Wow.
with a blank check.
Well, I think I'm going to exercise the Zapdos bird.
What?
I think
Lightning
I'm gonna fuck the nine-tailed fox thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm thinking 9 tails, 8 buttholes,
Okay. That's what you have?
right?
I'm
He's got all those tails. It's got to mean different butts, right?
I'm seeing the numbers here.
In the spreadsheet, it works.
And then I'm going to marry the hairy one.
I don't know.
Glossy, beautiful hair.
Glossy, beautiful hair. Yep, blue skin.
Yeah, smurf me up.
And
Papa
you-
Smurf, can I lick your ass?
Yeah, lick my ass, bitch.
Yes, you may, bitch.
That's my choices.
What do you like about the backwards feet?
They make it all the easier to do foot rubs. And you don't have to look at each other.
Yeah. I'll rub your feet, but don't you dare look into my eyes.
Those are my choices.
Okay.
Gary, obviously the floor is yours.
Oh,
I mean, not literally. Please don't buy the floor.
oh.
Or take the floor with you.
I was starting to peel off the veneer.
No, leave the linoleum, please.
Fine, all
Just sell the
fine,
wood.
Fine.
Gary, I'm renting the basement of hell. It's not like I
Yeah.
exist down here.
Well, who do you think the landlord is? Why don't you just pay up? Pay up right now. Give me my hand is open.
Gary, you're my landlord? I usually just slip a check under a secret little door.
And it goes straight into my open skull.
What do they call checks down here?
Checks.
Oh.
The cereal?
They call them balances.
So that's where it was.
Okay. I'll marry. I don't know. I'll marry the one who doesn't. She's the intern. I'll marry the intern.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry the
Okay.
intern. I'm gonna get her. You know, she's here. She wants to work. I'm ready to help her up in the business ladder. She can do a lot for me. I see a future with her.
I will actually say the intern is male. All the other two are female.
You think I give a
Intern
shit
is male
about that?
presented. I'm just saying.
give a
You're saying
shit.
her. Just putting it
Give a
out there.
shit about-
It was the-
We're not doing this for love.
right. You're not doing it for the lightning.
This is a
You're doing it
business
together.
transaction relationship.
And then I guess I'll have sex with the other one.
There's the fox, nine-tailed demon, or the.
You know what?
Oh, you exercise the one he
The one.
backwards feet.
Yeah. But not for the reasons you think.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And then I guess I'll have sex with a fucking fox.
Well, we agree on that.
All
I
right.
like those numbers. 8. What? 9 tails?
9 tails.
I like those numbers.
And they get more tails the more they kill.
And I like to think that this is a fun enough segment that maybe we'll do it again someday.
With us?
I
the
think
same
it's a great
questions
segment.
over and over again?
Yeah, it'll always be the same 3 demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a segment from Ian. Thank you, Ian.
Once again, ends with the whimper, little chirp.
Yeah, you're in like a lion, out like a whimper. Well, hey, guys, that sound of a hellcat just reminded me of something completely random for no reason at all. Just kind of reminded me of LA comedian and comedy genius, Caitlin Linden.
Oh, yeah. She's
Jerry,
great.
did that sound of a hellcat remind you of anything at all? Randomly,
Oh.
seemingly out of the blue for no reason?
There's this crazy girl. She lives in LA and she's just out of control. She's always working on her screenplay at a coffee shop, or she makes videos with her sketch team, Rabble, and they have a live show at the Elysian Theater every other month. But they'll probably do something different in November, and also, keep an eye out for just like some one-off stand-up or that is what I hear.
They have this really funny thing on YouTube called Murder at the Panda Express that I can highly recommend to people.
Any like social handles or anything we should randomly just throw out there for no reason at all, or no?
No.
Okay.
Perfect.
But I can be found if it's really that important.
Well, yeah, you can be found at the lemonade stand, Gary, but what does that have to do with anything?
Oh, shoot. I got to go back and hawk some lemons. Bye.
Bye, Gary.
Bye, Gary. Ian, anything you want to plug real quick?
Honestly, I kind of want to get in line and get some of this.
All right, fair enough.
I don't have any money, so I don't know if Gary's going to give me.
Hey, well, that's a good torture you could do after this. I think that's a little post-podcast torture session. I'll make you wait in line for all eternity.
No, look, I don't torment. Okay.
Well, hey, listen.
Good torment.
As
this
always,
is important to me. You can't just glide past this.
I'm going to glide right past it. You can always, listeners or denizens of hell, you can email us netherregionpod@gmail.com for any sort of demon names, segments, things, feedback, things you'd like to see on the show. And then you can find us at Nether Region Pod anywhere, really. There'll be a link tree in the description or something. I don't know. That can figure it out there.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see him torment me in any way or let us know who you would fuck, marry, or exercise, that's pretty cool. I mean, this has been awful. This has been a truly awful hour of my life.
Right.
I'm in physical pain. I'm in mental anguish. I really hope that God and his archangels crash through the roof hell soon.
Okay, like that's going to happen.
Like a SWAT team.
Right. Oh, Gary's back.
Gary, how do you feel?
I feel rich.
All right. Well, I feel fantastic. Nothing I love more than a little podcast torment. And hey, there's only one last thing to do, and that's get the hell out of here.